You're probably wondering, is the bubble about to burst? Are housing prices finally going to return to the earth? Well, I'll give you the top 3 reasons that ain't going to happen. So stay tuned. Hi, everyone. Yes, many prognosticators are forecasting a bubble bursting of sorts, or at least prices beginning to decline. I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons that they're just flat wrong. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. And don't forget to pound that little bell so that the next time I drop one of my Northwest Market update videos, you'll be notified. And I've been educating buyers and sellers in this market since even before we were in a seller's market, if you can believe that. So how can I be so sure about the fact that there won't be a bubble? Well, it comes down to 3 reasons: the average age of first-time home buyers, birth rates, and the depth of the undersupply of homes in the USA. So let's talk about first-time home buyers and why they matter so much. Well, if you think about it, first-time homebuyers are the biggest buyer type that only removes inventory from the market. You see, if I decide to move, I'll list my current home, thus adding one to the inventory, and then buy another, thus removing one. It's a net neutral effect on the market, or a wash. Does that make sense? But a first-time homebuyer, they only take from the market, right? So that's a significant impact and a significant downward pressure on inventory. Now let's talk birth rates. If the average age of a first-time home buyer is 34 years old, you have to ask yourself, what were birth rates doing in 1988, 34 years ago? Well, I can tell you, they were skyrocketing. In fact, from 1981 to 1989, they were rising and pushing the births per 1,000 rate above 15. Now, think about this. If every year we get more 34-year-olds, what is that going to do to inventory? Right? We get more takers coming into the market. What's also interesting is it actually took until 1995 for the birth rate to drop back below 15 per 1,000. So that means we're going to have that sort of pressure until 2029. So when those prognosticators predict a bubble sometime soon, they could be wrong by as much as 10 years. And that's significant, right? So if you're a seller and you're thinking, well, maybe I'll wait until prices go down because I want to buy something less expensive, don't wait for that. In fact, consider this. If appreciation continues to rise and you're waiting for something that isn't coming, how much are you going to be paying when you finally buy it, right? That obviously holds true for buyers as well. Now, what's the number 3 reason, or really the biggest reason that we are not going to see a bubble? That's due to the undersupply of homes. Now get this, in a typical decade, and this goes back 50 years, builders were building on average 20 million homes per decade, 2 million homes per year for 10 years. Do you know how many homes they built from 2011 to 2020? 5 million. That's right. 25% of what had been being built in previous decades. So we have first-time home buyers, the quantity of them going up. We have a 15 million home shortage. And do you know how many homes builders are on pace to build this year? 1.5 million, which is still 500,000 homes light for the necessary 2 million. It's only going to stay tight for the next several years to come. And I would argue as many as 10. So what do you do with all this? Well, if you're a buyer, call me. Let's find out what you can afford today. Rates have gone up, but they're still better than they were for a long time, right? It's just hard to stomach when they were down in the 2s 6 months ago. But a 5% interest rate is actually a great rate, and especially if you look at rates historically. Shoot, my parents had a 14% mortgage when I first got in the business, and I had to scold them and say, what the heck are you doing, right? But 5% is not a bad rate. So figure out what you qualify for, and then let's connect. You know, last year we helped our clients get into over 100 homes that were never on the MLS or the internet. So you can avoid a lot of the bidding wars and escalator clauses. You could even have an inspection contingency when you're buying an off-market property. It's crazy, right? Well, we have the secret sauce, so hit me up. DM me or go to my website, edlaine.com. If you're a seller, let's get going. The market needs your home now. And if you're list ready, I can have photos, staging, and a sign in the yard by Thursday. If your home needs some love, then let me remodel it with our money and you keep the profit. Our moving concierge program has helped hundreds of homeowners maximize their equity and opportunity. We can do the same for you. So if you need to reach me or you want more information, go to my website and check out our services at edlaine.com. You can follow me at edlaineagent on Twitter or on Instagram at Mr. Edlaine. And if you're a buyer, go to wholesalehomeaccess.com. If you're a seller, go to sellingwithediseasy.com and make it a great day.